In an Ayush Samriddhi International Webinar 2022 on role of fruits in our diet and nutritional value organized by the Independent Research Ethics Society IRES, Mr. Saikat Kumar Basu has delivered a beautiful presentation which highly appreciated by the audience. Mr. Basu is an academic and active researcher dedicated to agriculture, life and environmental sciences. He is a Canada an Indian-based freelance journalist and has published extensively. Saikat is also an actively involved and passionate about social work and support various environmental and social causes. Let's hear what he says.
Good evening and welcome everyone. Thanks so much for welcoming me this platform. I greatly appreciate the organizers and Dr. Pavan Sharma for his warm invitation to be a part of the presentations this evening. Unfortunately, because of some pre-engagement and an additional conference that I need to attend for my official purpose, I'm not available today. Hence this video, which I have requested Dr. Sharma to present on my behalf. And thank you and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. While talking about the perspective of fruits in diets from a Western perspective, I'd like to highlight that this has become an international, sensational diet constitution across the Western countries, including Australia, New Zealand, United States, big chunks of the European Union, USA and Canada particularly, and also this is getting to be very popular in Central America and South America too. Now, one of the recommendations, or I would say the major recommendation of the Heart and Stroke Prevention Committee of the United States and their Dosarin branch in Canada has been to include fruits in our diet. And because we know that fruits grow seasonally, it is important that we go and try with the seasonal fruits across different seasons, and they are important in the sense of not only having various Ayurvedic formulations and constituents that are so important for our health and our general maintenance, or that works as a significant immunity booster, but is also important in the sense that they are a storehouse of a large number of plant chemicals. As a researcher, such plant chemicals like vitamins, various groups of vitamins, enzymes, coumarins, flavonoids, sesquiterpenes, terpenoids, a large number of alkaloids, and above all, a rich source of antioxidants. Various fruit trees, and particularly their products, are important. Fruit has been a traditional part of the diet from our prehistoric age because it has been a very easily available resource or a food resource that has been used by our prehistoric ancestors as well as modern humans as they have been evolving in their natural ecosystem, because it was so easily available. And because the flowering season and the fruiting season differs across the season or across throughout the year, particularly people living in and around the tropics, subtropics, even during the Stone Age, of the Bronze Age or the Archaic Age before that, there has been ample archaeological evidences that ancient ancestors of us has long been using this as a source of nutrition or a nutritional supplement booster towards our evolution as in the human history. Nonetheless, what is important to suggest is that this has also been with the Industrial Revolution and other modern aspects that touched our life across the globe. And as the colonial masters left and the countries became independent, there was a food deficiency in many countries. Even during those times, people were significantly dependent some part or other on fruits, and particularly in case of India, where Ayurvedic formulations has been a historic or cultural part of our society long drawn from the time immemorial. It has always been a part of our diet. It is only very recently, as we have been shaping into ultra-modern human societies, our information technology has been taking over our life. We are no longer utilizing these resources which are so available in and around us. Sometimes, often, the cost of a healthy food in a Western country is very high. So if you want to live on a diet of, salted chips or other fast foods like burgers and soft drinks, those are cheaper, or from sweetened artificially sweetened fruit juices, these are very cheap. You can buy them in bulk, and this is very common and popular among kids. But at the same time, this is actually impacting the lifestyle quality, and because kids are not going out, being cold countries as we live in Canada, is that they are turning into a couch potatoes, and they have very poor immunity levels because of these challenges that they are facing. So the habit of consuming fruits throughout our diet is important. The government and the other medical agencies across North America do suggest, but people are not abiding by the rules all the time. I mean, there are always some people who are very cautious about health, but a vast majority of them are, particularly in the continent of North America, are overweight. Kids at the age of 12 are way beyond their, if you look at the basal metabolic rate, they're way beyond their level that is recommended for that particular kid, for that particular age. And being cold country, sometimes during the long winters, you stay inside for such a long time that you get used to fast foods and diets which are taking a heavy toll on kids, because there are rising incidence of heart attacks and even type 2 diabetes, among rise of blood sugar level, cholesterol among kids. Forget about the senior citizens and the active working age group of North American countries. So there has been recommendation that try and use and balance your diet having some food supplements. People usually go sometimes for guavas and pineapples and papayas, ripe papayas, as well as apples. But nonetheless, we do not realize that there are cheaper versions like jamun, black jamun, and guava, which are excellent antioxidant boosters and are essential for our health and diet. But we do not look into the cheaper options. Sometimes we go for expensive fruits which are less in nutritional values compared to what our traditional faiths and beliefs are. Some of these fruits which grow in and around us, like custard apple, so it is expensive, but depending on which part of the world you are, your diet needs to be changed, and you need to include fruits as a part of an immunity booster. Particularly in North America, the big suggestion from the Heart and Stroke Association of Canada and United States.
Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.